Did you know that South Africa has 11 official languages? That's more than any other country in the world. Welcome to the vibrant land of South Africa, affectionately known as the Rainbow Nation. This term is more than just a colorful metaphor. It embodies the country's rich tapestry of racial, ethnic, and linguistic diversity. South Africa's 11 official languages include Afrikaans, English, and Ndebele, Northern Sotho, Swazi, Tsonga, Tswana, Venda, Xhosa, and Zulu. Each of these languages represents a unique cultural group with its own history, traditions, and customs. It's quite an experience to listen to the symphony of these languages blending together, creating a linguistic mosaic that's as diverse as the nation itself. This diversity extends beyond language, influencing every aspect of South African life, from food and music to arts and social dynamics. Just as a rainbow is made up of different colors, each contributing to its overall beauty, so too does each culture in South Africa contribute to the nation's vibrancy. In South Africa, cultural diversity isn't just accepted, it's celebrated. The country's constitution even recognizes the cultural rights of all its citizens, promoting mutual respect and understanding among its diverse population. This respect for diversity is deeply ingrained in South African society, shaping its character and making it a unique destination. But it's not always rainbows and sunshine. South Africa's diversity also presents challenges such as language barriers and cultural misunderstandings. However, these challenges are viewed not as obstacles, but as opportunities to learn, grow, and strengthen the nation's unity and diversity. Indeed, South Africa's Rainbow Nation is a testament to the country's resilience and commitment to unity. It's a country where diversity is not just tolerated, but embraced and celebrated, making it a fascinating place to explore. So if you're looking for a destination that offers a rich cultural experience, look no further than South Africa. It's a place where you can immerse yourself in a myriad of cultures, learn a new language, and gain a deeper understanding of the world's diversity. Imagine a place where you can hear a different language at every turn. That's South Africa for you. Ever heard of Boerewors or biltong? No? Well, you're in for a treat. South African cuisine is a delightful fusion of flavors, a testament to the nation's rich history and multicultural heritage. It's not just food, it's a story on a plate. Let's start with Boerewors. This handcrafted farm-style sausage is a staple at any South African barbecue, or as locals call it, a braai. The name Boerewors literally translates to farmer's sausage in Afrikaans, a language that has its roots in the Dutch language. Made from coarsely minced beef and a unique blend of spices like coriander and cloves, it's a delightful explosion of flavors with every bite. Now, let's talk about biltong. Think of it as the South African answer to beef jerky, but oh boy, it's so much more than that. It's a centuries-old tradition, born out of the necessity to preserve meat in the days before refrigeration. Today, it's a beloved snack made from various types of meat, seasoned with vinegar, salt, pepper, coriander, and other spices, then air-dried to perfection. It's a protein-packed snack that packs a punch of flavor. But South African cuisine isn't all about meat. For the vegetarians among us, there's bobotie. A Cape Malay creation, bobotie is a baked dish made from spiced minced meat topped with an egg-based topping. But don't be fooled by the meaty description, there's a vegetarian version too. It's just as delicious, swapping out the meat for lentils and adding a generous serving of chutney and walnuts for good measure. And finally, let's not forget bunny chow. Now hold your horses, there's no bunny in this dish. It's actually a hollowed-out loaf of bread filled with a spicy curry, a dish born in the Indian community of Durban. It's comfort food at its best, a hearty meal that warms the soul. South African cuisine is a melting pot of cultures, a delicious testament to its diverse heritage. From the indigenous Cuisine and Bantu tribes to the Dutch, British, Indian, and Malay immigrants, each has left their mark on the food, creating a culinary landscape as diverse as the country itself. So if you're a foodie, South Africa is a culinary adventure waiting to happen. Ubuntu, it's not just a word, it's a way of life in South Africa. What exactly is Ubuntu? Well, it's a Nguni Bantu term that directly translates to humanity, but in South Africa it carries a deeper, more philosophical meaning. It's the belief in a universal bond of sharing that connects all of humanity. Put simply, it's the essence of being human. Ubuntu is the acknowledgement that we achieve ourselves by sharing ourselves with others and caring for those around us. It's a concept that emphasizes respect, compassion, and the idea that my well-being is tied to yours. It's the recognition that we are all bound together in ways that can be invisible to the eye. that there is a oneness to humanity, that we achieve ourselves by sharing ourselves and caring for those around us. In South Africa, this philosophy is not just an abstract ethical idea, but it's a part of everyday life. It's woven into the fabric of society, shaping how people interact with one another. From the way people greet each other on the streets to how they support one another in times of need, Ubuntu is evident in the smallest of actions. For instance, in a traditional South African community, if a neighbor's house catches fire, everyone rushes to help put it out. Not necessarily because it's the neighborly thing to do, but because they understand that the well-being of their community affects their own well-being. That's Ubuntu. This philosophy also extends to the way South Africans approach conflict. Ubuntu encourages understanding rather than punishment, reconciliation rather than revenge. It played a key role in the peaceful transition of power during the end of apartheid, with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission prioritizing forgiveness and unity over punishment. The Ubuntu philosophy, fundamentally, fosters a sense of unity and helps to create harmonious societies. It's a reminder that we are all interconnected, that our actions impact others, and that by helping others, we are also helping ourselves. In South Africa, Ubuntu reminds us that we are all interconnected. From Miriam Makeba to Die Antwoord, South African music is as diverse as its people. It's an explosion of sound that echoes the country's rich cultural tapestry, a harmony of voices that tells the story of a nation. At the heart of South Africa's music scene is a history shaped by the intermingling of cultures. It's a fusion of indigenous rhythms with the influences of colonizers and immigrants, creating an ever-evolving soundscape. From the early drum beats of the indigenous tribes to the folk tunes of the Afrikaners and the soulful melodies of the Cape Malay community, each thread contributes to the vibrant South African musical tapestry. The mid-20th century saw the rise of Miriam Makeba, a singer known as Mama Africa, who used her voice not only to entertain but to fight against apartheid. Her music, a blend of jazz and Xhosa folk music known as mbakanga, resonated globally, putting South African music on the world map. In the late 80s and early 90s, Kwaito emerged as a voice for the black youth during the tumultuous transition from apartheid. More than just a genre, Kwaito became a cultural phenomenon, a lifestyle that expressed the hopes, dreams, and frustrations of a generation. Fast forward to the 21st century, and South African music is as eclectic as ever. Bands like Die Antwoord have taken the world by storm with their edgy blend of electronic and hip-hop music, known as Zef. Their unique, raw sound is just one example of how South African musicians continue to push boundaries and redefine genres. The influence of South African music extends far beyond its borders. It has inspired global artists, permeated international charts, and even made its way to Hollywood, with songs like Waka Waka by Shakira for the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Yet, despite its global reach, South African music remains deeply rooted in its heritage, reflecting the country's social and political realities. It's a testament to the resilience and creativity of the South African people, a narrative of triumph, struggle, and hope. Whether it's traditional Zulu music or contemporary hip-hop, South African music has a rhythm for everyone. It's a symphony of voices that sings a song of unity and diversity, a melody that invites us to dance to the beat of the Rainbow Nation. Apartheid, a word that has shaped South Africa's past and present. This term, meaning separateness in Afrikaans, was a system of institutionalized racial segregation that existed in South Africa from 1948 to the early 90s. It's a chapter of history that has left an indelible mark on the country, influencing its society, culture, and even its landscapes. The apartheid regime sought to maintain political and economic control by the white minority over the non-white majority. This led to vast inequalities and social divisions that are still felt today. The socio-economic disparities created by apartheid have resulted in a high level of poverty and unemployment among Black South Africans, who were marginalized and disadvantaged for decades. However, it's not all gloom and doom. The end of apartheid in 1994 marked a new beginning for South Africa. The country embarked on a challenging journey of reconciliation, striving to heal the wounds of the past and build a society based on equality and justice. This journey is reflected in South Africa's vibrant culture. Music, art, literature, and even fashion have been platforms for expressing the country's complex history and the ongoing struggle for equality. From the stirring rhythms of struggle songs to the powerful prose of writers like Nadine Gordimer and J.M. Coetzee, South Africa's cultural scene is a testament to the resilience and creativity of its people. Moreover, the government has implemented numerous policies aimed at redressing the injustices of the past. Efforts such as affirmative action and land reform are in place to promote socio-economic equality. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, set up after the end of apartheid, was a crucial step in acknowledging past atrocities and fostering a sense of national unity. Despite these efforts, the legacy of apartheid is still visible in many aspects of South African life. Yet, it is precisely this painful past that makes the country's progress all the more remarkable. South Africans have shown an incredible capacity for forgiveness, resilience, and change. Despite its painful past, South Africa stands as a beacon of hope and resilience. Its journey from a deeply divided society to a democratic nation striving for equality serves as a powerful reminder of the human spirit's capacity to overcome even the darkest of times. South Africa is known as the world in one country, and for a good reason. Venture with us as we explore the breathtaking landscapes of this enchanting nation. South Africa's natural scenery is as diverse as its cultures. From the savannas of Kruger National Park to the majestic Drakensberg Mountains, each unique landscape paints a different shade of South Africa's natural beauty. A trip to Kruger National Park is like stepping into a wildlife documentary. Sprawled across 2 million hectares, it's home to a stunning array of animals. The famous Big Five lions, leopards, rhinoceros, elephants, and Cape buffalo rule the land here, but they're just the tip of the iceberg. A myriad of other creatures, big and small, also call this park home. It's a testament to the rich biodiversity of this country. Now imagine transitioning from the dry savannas to the lush green valleys of the Drakensberg Mountains. The name, derived from Afrikaans, means dragon mountains, and it's not hard to see why. Their towering peaks, often shrouded in mist, create an aura of mystique and allure. But it's not just about the mountains and savannas. South Africa's coastline, stretching over 2,000 miles, boasts some of the most stunning beaches you'll ever set eyes on. From the warm Indian Ocean in the east to the cooler Atlantic waters in the west, the beaches are as diverse as they're beautiful. And let's not forget the Cape Floral Kingdom in the Western Cape, the smallest yet richest of the world's 6 floral kingdoms. It's a botanist's paradise, home to over 9,000 plant species, of which nearly 70% are found nowhere else in the world. This diverse landscape forms the perfect backdrop for outdoor adventures. Whether you're a seasoned hiker, a birdwatcher, or simply someone who appreciates nature's beauty, South Africa has something for you. South Africa is not just a cultural melting pot, it's a natural wonder. From its wildlife-rich savannas to its breathtaking mountains and beaches and its unique floral kingdom, South Africa is a testament to nature's splendor and diversity. Truly a world in one country. Rugby, cricket, soccer, South Africans love their sports. It's not just a passion, it's a way of life, deeply woven into the South African culture. In this nation, sports serve as a common language, bridging cultural, racial, and social divides. Let's start with rugby. Known as the gentleman's game, rugby in South Africa is a force to reckon with. The Springboks, the national rugby team, are a symbol of national pride and unity, their victories celebrated by every South African, irrespective of their background. The Springboks' victory in the 1995 Rugby World Cup, just a year after the end of apartheid, is still fondly remembered as a moment that brought the nation together. Cricket, another popular sport, has its own charm and following. The national cricket team, known as the Proteas, have made their mark in international cricket with their fighting spirit and resilience. South Africa's cricket grounds, with their breathtaking backdrops, are as much a part of the cricketing lore as the games played on them. Then there's soccer, the sport that speaks to the hearts of millions. The 2010 FIFA World Cup, hosted by South Africa, showcased not only the country's love for soccer, but also its ability to unite people from different walks of life. The event was more than just a sporting spectacle. It was a testament to South Africa's cultural diversity and resilience. But it's not just about these 3 sports. From athletics to swimming, from golf to netball, South Africans have made their mark. Sports in South Africa provide a platform for the expression of talent, a catalyst for social change, and a beacon of hope for a better future. Sporting events in South Africa are more than just games. They are social gatherings where people come together, cheer for their team, and celebrate their shared culture and identity. They serve as a reminder of how far the nation has come from its apartheid past and the role sports has played in this journey. In South Africa, sports is more than a game, it's a symbol of unity. So, next time you watch a game involving a South African team, remember, you are witnessing more than just a sporting event. You are witnessing a nation united in spirit and passion. South Africa's art scene is as vibrant and diverse as its landscapes. Let's embark on a journey through the captivating world of South African art and craft, a melting pot of creative expression that mirrors the nation's rich cultural diversity and dynamic history. Traditional South African art is deeply rooted in the country's indigenous cultures, with each tribe boasting its own unique artistic style. From the intricate beadwork of the Zulu to the vibrant geometric designs of the Ndebele, these traditional arts provide a fascinating glimpse into the country's cultural heritage. But South African art is not just about preserving the past, it's also about shaping the future. Enter the realm of contemporary South African art, where artists are using their creativity to challenge societal norms, spark dialogues, and promote social change. These artists are not just painters or sculptors. They are storytellers, activists, and visionaries using their art to explore themes of identity, inequality, and resilience. Take, for example, the powerful works of Mary Siband, a Johannesburg-based artist who uses her art to challenge stereotypes and explore the intersections of race, gender, and labor in post-apartheid South Africa. Or consider the striking murals of Cape Town's street artists, which transform the city's walls into a vibrant canvas of social commentary and cultural expression. From the bustling art galleries of Johannesburg to the thriving street art scene in Cape Town, South African art is a testament to the nation's creative spirit and resilience. It's a world where tradition meets innovation, where the echoes of the past intertwine with the voices of the future, and where art serves not just as a form of expression, but as a catalyst for social change. Whether you're drawn to the traditional arts of South Africa's indigenous tribes, captivated by the thought-provoking works of its contemporary artists, or simply intrigued by the vibrant street art that adorns its city walls, South Africa's art scene offers something for everyone. In South Africa, art tells a story of resilience, diversity, and change. From its diverse culture to its stunning landscapes, South Africa is truly a world in one country. We've taken you on a whirlwind tour, touching on the remarkable aspects of this magnificent land. We dove into the Rainbow Nation, appreciating its cultural diversity and the harmonious coexistence of its people. The South African cuisine, a flavorful fusion of diverse culinary traditions, left us salivating, while the Ubuntu philosophy, a cornerstone of South African culture, taught us about humanity and interconnectedness. We swayed to the rhythm of the South African music scene, a vibrant blend of traditional beats and contemporary melodies, and took a somber moment to reflect on the Apartheid legacy, a painful yet significant part of the country's history. Our exploration of the wildlife and natural beauty was nothing short of breathtaking. From the vast savannas teeming with wildlife to the towering Table Mountain, South Africa's natural wonders truly left us in awe. We then plunged into the world of South African sports, where passion, resilience, and unity play out in every game. Finally, we marveled at South African art and craft, a testament to the creativity and ingenuity of its people. From beadwork to pottery, the country's art scene is a vibrant tapestry of colors, patterns, and narratives. Through this journey, we've aimed to give you a glimpse of the richness and diversity that is South Africa. It's a place where every corner has a story, every face a smile, and every heart the spirit of Ubuntu. But remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to discover, to learn, and to experience. So, are you ready to explore the Rainbow Nation and immerse yourself in its rich culture? South Africa is waiting for you.